Hey there, have a seat. What can I get you? I'm serving up Thursday's Untamed Special, where I will cover one of my favorite variations, supplemental lifts, accessory work, assistance movement, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to explain how to do it, why we do it, some common errors, and even a suggestion about how to incorporate it into your current routine. Today's special: the pause squat can be performed with any style of squat: high bar, low bar, front squat, etc. To perform, squat down as you normally would. When you get to the bottom, pause for a given amount of time. 2 to 3 seconds is enough. Stand back up. Pausing for longer than 2 to 3 seconds is usually not necessary. We have to think critically about why we are pausing at the bottom. Pausing at the bottom eliminates the stretch reflex, the rebound, the bounce at the bottom. Once we have done this, mission accomplished. Stand back up. Pausing at the bottom for 5, 8, even up to 10 seconds will limit the amount of reps you can perform with a given weight, or the amount of weight you can perform for a given number of reps. I would rather have you pause squat 315 pounds for 5 reps with a 2-second pause than 275 pounds for 5 reps with a 6-second pause. That's not to say that long 6 to 8 second pause squats should never be performed, but in general, a 2 to 3 second count works well. Why not 1 second? Because you're probably going to rush the count anyways. Make sure you do not start counting until the bar is motionless. 1001, 1002. Also, pausing for 5 or more seconds will make holding your breath very difficult. This brings me to the first common error. Don't exhale during the squat. At the top, take a big breath, hold it all the way down during the pause and all the way back up. Then exhale and take as many breaths as you need at the top. The Valsalva is your support. Breathing during the squat will diminish power output and it might cause a back injury. Hold your breath. Next, do not bounce after the pause. This negates the entire pause. Remember, we are trying to eliminate the stretch reflex. Another common error is bouncing during the pause. You should remain tight and motionless at the bottom. During my pause, I tell myself up, 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 so that's the only direction I go once my pause is complete. The last common error is being inconsistent with your depth. Make sure you squat to depth, crease of the hips below the top of the patellas. Don't cheat yourself by pausing high, and don't get lazy by relaxing down at the bottom. So, why perform the pause squat? First off, this movement is not for novices because you don't need it. You need to practice the squat. You can make plenty of progress at first without adding any exercise variation into your routine. Once you're past the novice phase, variations can be helpful. Your pause squat will be less in weight than your normal squat. If this is not the case, you are not squatting correctly. You need to learn how to utilize the stretch reflex. It will help you squat more. I have heard people say that they can pause squat more than they can squat without a pause, and this tells me that there's probably a balance or timing issue at the bottom of their squat. It should be fixed by learning and practicing how to use the natural bounce at the bottom while maintaining balance. Now back to what I was saying about the pause squat limiting the amount of weight on the bar. I will probably repeat this several times in the upcoming Thursday Untamed Special videos, so get used to hearing it. Pause squats and other variations are stressful enough to force an adaptation to occur, but they aren't so stressful that you cannot recover from it. Here's an example of what I mean. Let's say you squat, normal competition squat, 405 pounds for 5 reps at an effort of 8 out of a 1 through 10 scale. Later on that week, you might perform the 2-count pause squat with 365 pounds for 5 reps at an effort of 8 out of a 1 through 10 scale. The same effort as your normal squat earlier in the week, but with less weight. This programming approach is more productive and sustainable than squatting 405 pounds for 5 reps again later that week, or 415 pounds again later that week. The effort exerted during the pause squat can match the same effort as our competition squat, but with less weight. And the pause squat looks very similar to a normal squat, so specificity is high. It looks like the movement we want to improve, the squat. And the weight on the bar is not too much less than the weight we use for a competition squat, so the overall systemic stress is still adequate. Here's a quick programming suggestion. Let's take a 4 training day per week routine. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll have you squat twice per week and deadlift twice per week. One day you will squat. Another day, paused squat. One day deadlift, another day deadlift variation. I would suggest something like this. Monday, squat. Tuesday, deadlift variation. Wednesday, off. Thursday, paused squat. Friday, deadlift. This gives you at least 2 days between squats and 2 days between deadlifts. For a 3 training day per week schedule, while following 2 squat days, 2 deadlift days, I might suggest Monday, squat, then deadlift variation. Wednesday, paused squat. Friday, deadlift. If you're squatting 3 times per week, I would add the second squat variation on Friday. That's it, everyone. Stay tuned for more of these quick Untamed specials every Thursday. Subscribe so you don't miss out, and always remember, tread on time.